What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another GeForce Now News Thursday. And while it's a fairly simple one this week, we've got 6 games and nothing like big when it comes to the titles, but we do have a pretty big piece of news, at least for me, when it comes to GeForce Now this week that we're going to get into as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, and we'll start with the 6 games. Alright, so our first game is Nice Day for Fishing over on Steam, a new release for May 29th. Embark on an RPG pixel adventure where you'll play as a humble fisherman who must rise up to become the hero of Honeywood. Battle fish with precision timing and magic spells, upgrade your abilities, defeat evil, and rebuild Honeywood. Next up is a game that came out a couple of weeks ago, May 8th, here for GeForce Now on Steam, Cache Cleaner Simulator. Check it, clean it, sort it, ship it. Welcome to the life of a cache cleaner. Take jobs from underworld contacts and clean some cache. Just don't try to leave. Our third game is still in early access over on Steam and came out this year back in January 23rd. That's Tokyo Extreme Racer. This is a racing game set in a blocked off future Tokyo where players aim to be the fastest by driving their best cars on the highways that weave through the city. A ton of positive reviews for this one, and actually I'm surprised I haven't checked this one out yet, so I might have to give it a look. Alright, our fourth game came out a couple of years ago in March of 2023 with The Last Spell. Defend the last bastion of humanity with your squad of heroes, exterminate fiendish monsters with magic and brute force by night, and rebuild your battered city defenses by day in this tactical RPG with rogue-lite mechanics. And our fifth game came out last week at time of making this video, May 23rd, over on Steam with Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Step into a dark reimagination of Arthurian legends in this first-person open-world RPG. Explore a world stuck in everlasting autumn, witness falling legends, and make meaningful choices woven into a complex, branching storyline. And our sixth and final game for this week is over on the Epic Game Store with Torque Drift 2, the demo, and this originally came out a couple of years ago. Get a taste for what Torque Drift 2 is all about with the demo. Experience the game up to player level 5 and unlock game modes including drift skills, freestyle mode, practice, and features including the part shop, car performance upgrades, and tuning. So if you want to check out a free demo and play up to level 5, Torque Drift 2, you can do that now on GFN. Alright guys, now for the really big piece of news, at least for me this week, and that's the official GeForce Now app landing on the Steam Deck. Now you might remember back at CES, GeForce Now announced a native app for the deck, and this is something I've fortunately had access to for a few weeks here and have been checking it out. I definitely like the experience a lot more than the browser experience we had before, and this is going to replace that. So you're going to be able to go over to the install page for GeForce Now for the apps, get instructions, download onto your Steam Deck, and install that way on desktop mode and have the actual official native app, which opens this up to work a lot better on the Steam Deck. I found input latency to be better. We can now go above 60 FPS with our stream, which will go up to 120. They're still looking into 90 FPS support for the OLED, but you can still do 60 or 120 there. You can even dock up to your TV with full HDR support up to 4K 60. So this is a great way to play games that either aren't supported at all on the Steam Deck or just don't run well enough. Plus increases your battery life by a lot. We're going to use a lot less resources when we're just streaming these games and not running them locally. So this is a great option for Steam Deck owners out there. You may already use GeForce Now, or maybe you've been looking into it, and the native app is something I've been waiting to come here that just opens up more features and options here for running this on the Steam Deck. So yeah, great to see that this week. Definitely one of the bigger pieces of news. I was excited to see that this was finally coming out for everybody to be able to check out. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this week. We had those 6 games. I won't say there's any major titles in there or anything that great, but honestly I wasn't looking for a lot of great games this week. I knew we had that bigger announcement coming with the official GFN app coming to the Steam Deck. It's been fun to check that out and probably work on some more videos for that as well. Alright guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.